Good morning, almost third graders. Mrs. Cabral here, ready to do a review lesson on summarizing a story. So here on our posters we have summary. A summary retells the important events of the story in a much shorter version. So we're not going to have pages and pages of summary. Our summary for our story should be just about a paragraph. Just tell us the important parts, the important events that happened. And one of the formats that we learned for telling a story is, a summary, telling a summary is somebody wanted, but so, then, and my class we added a finally. So somebody tells us the who in the story, the main character, wanted, so something that they wanted, a desire, what they wanted to do. But is like our problem in the story. What gets in the way of what that character wants to do or wants to have? So this is kind of their response. How do they go about getting what they want even though they have this big problem in their way? Then that kind of tells us, how is that turning out? How does that go? Any other kind of main event that happens when they set out to get what they want. And finally is kind of like our resolution. What happens in the end? How does our character solve their problem? And how do they get what they want, if they get what they want? So I'm going to take us back to September when we read a story called The Bad Case of Stripes. So in that story, somebody was Camilla Cream. What did she want? To be just like her friends. But they didn't like lima beans. So she wouldn't eat lima beans even though she loved them. Then she got a bad case of stripes and started transforming. Finally, she ate lima beans and everything went back to normal. She learned that she should just be herself. Now, I don't want you guys to fill in this kind of graphic organizer and be like, there we go, I'm done, that's my paragraph. Because this is just like our plan. This is how we want to write. This is what we want to write about. Now we need to take each one of those lines and turn them into a paragraph with lots of details and complete sentences that make sense when we're reading about our story. I want somebody who has never read the story A Bad Case of Stripes to be able to read my paragraph and really understand what was going on. So this is our graphic organizer where we get all of our ideas out. And now I'm going to show you an example of my completed paragraph. So see if you can find my somebody wanted but so then finally as you listen to the paragraph I wrote. In the story, A Bad Case of Stripes, Camilla Cream wanted to be just like her friends, but they didn't like lima beans. So even though she loved lima beans, she wouldn't eat them. Then she got a bad case of stripes and her body started turning into all kinds of different things. Finally, she ate her lima beans and went back to normal. She learned that it's okay to be yourself. So I continued using that somebody wanted but so then finally, but I turned it into complete sentences and I maybe added a few more details. And it's still just a paragraph of about 4 or 5 sentences. So this is totally something that almost third graders are able to do. So I want to just visit it again. This is a graphic organizer where we get all of our ideas. This is a final paragraph. I don't want to see this on your paper where you write a summary of Koalaloo. I want to see a paragraph written in complete sentences. Okay, so now let's think about Koalaloo. Obviously, Koalaloo is our somebody. What did Koala Lou want? What was the something that was standing in her way of getting what she wanted? What did she do? That would be our so. Then, how did that turn out? And finally, how did our story end? Did Koala Lou, end up getting what she wanted? Or does she still have her problem that we heard about at the beginning of the story? So take some time on like a scratch piece of paper. Remember, we started learning about rough drafts. So sometimes you have to write and then correct and rewrite. Our graphic organizer is what we call our pre-writing. That's where we get all our ideas out and then we start to write. So on a piece of paper, fill out your somebody wanted but so, then finally, and then you can write your full paragraph summarizing the story, Koala Lou. I miss you guys so much and can't wait to see you guys again. Hopefully this reminded you about summary writing. Take care. Bye-bye.